Welcome to the Our Team Podcast, powered by eXp Realty. Are you an agent looking to level up? Are you someone looking to buy or sell real estate? Fantastic. This is the show for you. Today we are back with Bryan. This was actually my doing. I said, hey, have you done anything interesting? And he said, yeah, I went out and passed around food bags throughout my neighborhood. So we're going to apparently talk about a food drive.
I'm excited about it right now because it's something that I think we've all heard about. We all maybe even talk about a little bit, here and there about, we're going to do a food drive, a little outreach in our farm. But it's something that Lorianne and I literally just did yesterday. And it was really fantastic.
How many people in the farm?
Well, we have multiple farms. This is the farm that we live in. So, which I think is really important. I think even if you do have multiple farms, I think it's important that you go big if you can in the farm that you live in, because it's just easy. You live there. You're going to see your neighbors, at the park. They're going to recognize your car. They're going to recognize you as you're walking and doing things about your farm. So I think it's important to at least have that, even if it's not your primary farm. It should be your farm. So and it gives you cred too when you can say, "Hey, I'm your neighbor," as you're having conversations with them about real estate. So, but that's I think there's 336 or 334 homes in that particular tract, but I think we hit just a little over 200 of them.
That's pretty amazing, and looking forward to hearing exactly why this is crucial to everybody's farm.
So we're talking food drives, right? So why food drive? Food drive does a lot of cool things. It's particularly around Thanksgiving. So it's probably the best time to do a food drive. We did one at Christmas one time and did really well. But ultimately, you want to focus on helping the needy. All of the food banks need more food during this time of year. And so by doing a food drive, you're giving your farm an opportunity to, help out in ways they probably otherwise wouldn't even have thought of.
Can I stop you real quick?
Sure.
How do you choose which charity, or how does that get decided? Because that's a key play.
Mm-hmm. Well, every city has, or at least every area, every region has a food bank. So you can just go to the generic food bank. We chose a ministry that we like. It's called Circle of Hope. And, we've had really good success with them in the past, meaning it's easy to get the food to them. I like the way they distribute it. It's just really, you can kind of go a ministry part of it, or you can just go straight to the city and say, hey, where's the food bank? Just the main thing is just helping out, and there's a lot of things that happen when you do that. You are really doing some good, but you're also getting out in your farm in a way that's so much more noble than just knocking on a door and saying, hey, do you know anyone that's looking to buy or sell? Right? Because you want to be top of mind in your farm, but you don't always want to be asking for business. So this is a great way to do something that's really good, that has real value, and it's not just asking for business. In fact, you're putting it aside. We don't ask for anything except for food. So we're not even saying in any of our flyers or anything, by the way, if you're looking for someone or if you know anyone that's looking to buy or sell, let us know. We just drop all of that. It's the last thing we want on this kind of thing. So it's really just, it's a first and foremost, it's helping out the local community. And second of all, it's branding. It's reminding people that you're out there and you're doing it. But what I would really love to talk about is just how to do it and how to not overthink it. what we did this year is what we do every year is we just go on Amazon and order a bunch of big bags, and you can get 100 bags for $34 or something like that. We wanted 200 bags, so it cost us, with shipping and tax and everything, I think it was less than $70. We got 200 bags. Then we just stapled these kind of things. I'll hold it up to the camera. This is something that we edited in a way that looks like us. I think it's important if you're going to do something in your local farm, then this piece should also look like everything else you do in the farm. So this is what our yard signs look like. This is what our open house signs look like. This is what the branding should be there, so people are very clear on who's doing the food drive, because it's important. I mean, it's something that you're doing to get your name in your farm, of course, but it should look very similar to, and for those that maybe are on a podcast and they can't see this, it's literally just a large piece of paper that you can print at your own office, right? We had them done professionally because we wanted kind of thicker, glossy, but it just says the Our Team invites you to participate in the Terracina food drive, right? And then underneath that, it says, where, in this case, it says Circle of Hope Ministries, blah, blah, blah. We listed the kind of things that they need. It was a quick phone call. We were able to figure out what they really needed. And then you invite them to text you or email you if they want to participate. And let everyone know that you want. We need to pick things up on Thursday. Yeah, so it's just a matter of having this something very simple that you can staple to the bags that have a very clear roadmap of what you're trying to do. We are trying to get food for the local food bank. If you want to participate, fill up this bag and contact us by this such and such date. In our case, it's Thursday the 17th. So we're picking up Thursday the 17th. If you want to participate, please, reach out to us by then. But what's really cool is, a lot of people have been neglecting their farms because the market was such a frenzy. We didn't really need to spend much time on our farms at all. Wouldn't you agree? It was kind of, So now the market has shifted. So you need to work a little bit harder and smarter and be out there and be less of a secret. So working your farm is something that you should be doing for sure, and it's something that's very important to do to grow and to move the needle in your business. So this is a play that's a very just a really good way to maybe even kickstart your farm. If you're someone that hasn't really done much in your farm lately because you haven't needed to, this is a great way to just get out there and do it. You pick your farm, you get the bags, you print this thing out, and next thing you know, you're pounding the streets in your farm, and it's hilariously fun because you're going to notice that almost every home now, regardless of when the home was built, you're going to be met by a camera. So embrace the camera. Don't hang your head and be like, oh my gosh, I know I'm being filmed right now. No, I walk right up onto the porch and I stare straight into the camera, and I literally get right in the camera and I say, hey, I'm Bryan, I'm your neighbor. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to be leaving this bag. This is stapled to it, right? So I'm like, I'm going to be leaving this bag on your porch. We're hoping you'll want to participate in the Terracina food drive. There's no pressure, but if you decide you do, just text us here. The information's right on the bag. I'm going to leave this here, and we're picking up on Thursday. Thank you very much. And you leave, but you're doing this right in the camera. You literally are putting on a mini performance. You don't knock on the door. You can if you want to, but you'll just piss people off. You don't have to ring the doorbell. You're being recorded regardless. It's all motion censored. So you walk up, you give your speech, you leave it there, and it's very effective. So I love the fact that there's, cameras on every porch. It's pretty cool. So take advantage of that. But here's the way to really supercharge it and do it the right way. There's a couple of steps. So you want to take notes. If you're listening on a podcast, take notes, or I can leave these notes in the description below, or make it very easy for you to reach out to us and get these notes. But the first thing you want to do is you want to reach out to your title company, and you want to circle prospect the area. So you want to make sure that your entire farm, that you have a list of your entire farm, every single address in it, that you're going to hit this. Very, very easy. Don't overthink it. Your title person can do it for you for nothing. And if they're going to try to charge you, maybe it's time for a different title person, right? They use these tools on a regular basis. So just tell them, look, I need all the addresses in this mapped area. It's going to be your farm. I also want as many emails as you can possibly get. And I want as many phone numbers as you can get that are not on the do not call list. And then what you're going to do is you're going to shoot a short little video holding up your bag. Just go out into the neighborhood and just say what I just said. You know, you're giving your elevator speech on the porch where you say, hey, this is Bryan. Just want to let you know I'm leaving you this blah, 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 like I said before. But this time you're going to say, hey, this is Bryan. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be, coming to your house to drop off one of these, explain the food drive, upload that, that video that you do, upload it to YouTube, and then get that out into your farm. You can put the link in whatever, we're using KV-Core, which is an incredible way. It's very easy to get video out to a large audience. So, but whether you're using BombBomb or any other, there's a lot of ways that real estate agents can use to get video out to the masses. Do it on your social media. Maybe you have a farm, or not a farm, but a custom page, or just a page for your tract, for your farm. You can get it out that way. But if you don't have that, don't stress about it. Just get a quick video done, send it out via email, via text, using the tools that we have, and then do a quick slide voicemail drop to the people so you're sending video via text, video via email, and then a quick, slide voicemail drop. Just a quick, 15 or 20 second, this is what I'm doing, I'm coming by. You're going to blast that neighborhood first. Then a couple days later, that's when you're going to be pounding the pavement and actually handing them off and doing your quick elevator speech in the ring, right, in the camera. And then after that, it's just a matter of going to pick them up. You're going to start to get texts and emails from people saying, hey, what's going to happen is people will text you out of the blue. So make sure you have them hashtag it. We have a really smart agent on our team that decided to do hashtag thankful. So anytime that comes through, she knows it's from this campaign. But most people won't say, hey, I left food on my porch for your food drive. I live at 123 Main Street. They're just going to say, hey, I've got food. Come pick it up. So now you get to engage with them. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much. Which home is yours? You don't even have to ask for the address. Which home is yours? They're going to give you the address, right? So now you have a text. You possibly have an email if they came in that way. And you have their address. So guess what? You have more points of touching them, and they're in your farm. You've already got a lot of their info from the circle prospecting info, but maybe you didn't have the right number. Maybe you had an old email that they don't use. Now they're communicating with you, and you can really go a little deeper with them in your CRM. So it's a great way to expand that. Wouldn't you agree? That's a great way to get.
I think it's an excellent way to go and touch your farm in a way that's non-salesy.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. And you'll run into people on the driveway. They're just getting out of your car and they're walking up, and you just approach them with confidence. Just say, "Hey, just want to let you know." Introduce yourself. "Hi, I'm Bryan. I live here in this neighborhood." And as you're handing it to me, just say, "I just wanted to, I'm hoping I can add you to our list of people that are giving to the Terracina food drive." Nobody's going to say, "Get off my driveway, get out of here." Especially this time of year, they're going to be like, "Oh, this is really cool." And then a lot of times they'll ask, "Hey, tell me more." Tell them more about it. Tell them why you're doing it. So great way to get out there and get in your farm. It's a great way to get people to participate and be able to add them to your database. And little things like, if you've got 300 that you're going to do, it's going to take you. We did 200 in less than 2 hours. So you can do. I know someone on my team that's done 200 in an hour and a half. So let's say you have 300, and you're in fairly decent shape. You should be able to do about 100 an hour. So if you have 300 people in your farm that you're going to do this with, or do this to, give yourself 3 hours. But it's great when there's 2 people, because then you can have somebody drive the car and kind of just, keep the hazards on and just kind of go from a couple houses up, then get ahead of you, then let you get a little bit about beyond them. You can switch off. My wife and I are a team, so we have a lot of team members on our team that can buddy system this kind of thing. And then you're making a little bit of a scene because you got your blinkers on. People are like, "Hey, what are you doing?" You're pulling stuff out of your trunk and you're dropping stuff off. Hazards are on. You're kind of making a scene on the street as you just kind of move. People are kind of having to go around you a little bit. Make a scene. Make people ask, "What the heck are you guys doing?" "Oh, we're handing these out. This is the Terracina food drive. You want to participate?" That kind of thing. So that's the whole point of this, is you're supposed to try to make a little bit of a spectacle out of it, because you want to call attention to something that you're doing for 2 reasons. You're doing something really good for the community, and you want to get your face out there in your farm. And very few people are doing this right now because they haven't needed to. But now we need to. So this is a great excuse to get out there and do it. So I'm fired up about it. And I think it's gonna help us to go to have a little more legitimacy on our farm. So
it sounds like an awesome plan. My final question might be something along the lines of, how often might you be doing this? Just the once? You're going to do it for Christmas?
Yeah.
Maybe Easter?
Yep. I think you can overdo this. This is not the kind of thing you want to do monthly. But we did one for Christmas because we missed Thanksgiving, so we did a Christmas food drive, and it went really well. I mean, the temptation there, of course, is to do a toy type of thing, but you can do. You could easily do a Thanksgiving food drive, and then you could do a toy drive for Christmas. You can do in the wintertime, like in February, end of January, coming into February, you can do like we're collecting socks for the homeless. I mean, so there's another thing. You can get really creative with where you think there's a need in your community, and invite your farm to help out. You know what I'm saying? And then just deploy those same techniques with the circle prospecting. Get that word out there. Get the bags. Make it easy for them to get them to you. Staple your message on the bag. Make it super simple. Again, not overthinking any of this. It's not, it's not rocket science. But so to answer that question, I can't really. It depends on your farm. You don't want to be beating them up with, we need this now, and every month it's a new thing. I would use it sparingly. I wouldn't do more. I personally wouldn't do more than 2 of these types of things a year. But I think it's really, really important. And this kind of philanthropy actually, it's important to do as an agent. You can't just be that person that's in your farm selling a lot of homes and crushing it. You have to give back. And this is a wonderful way to do that. Yeah.
I think it's a fantastic idea, and definitely something that I wanted to hear more about.
Yeah.
So I thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time.
If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. We're here to answer them, and we'll do this again. Thank you.
Absolutely. We'll do it again.
Hey, wait, before you go, I wanted to quickly thank you for tuning in to the Our Team podcast. And whether you're listening on Facebook Live or you're tuning in on YouTube or maybe listening to a podcast, I wanted to just say, if you found any value in this, would you please take the time to like and subscribe? And if you leave a comment, that really helps the show as well. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.